Hello, I'm Emma Valerio and I'm a home designer at John Lewis, and here are my top tips when you're starting a home project. Number 1, consider how you're going to use the space. So think about, what your functions every day. Are you going to sit and do reading? Are you going to watch the television? Are you going to play computer games? Are you going to do your yoga? So think how you use the space that you're going to be working with, and therefore, because it's got to work for you. So the pieces of furniture, the layout, the scale of pieces, that's the first thing to do. Number 2, so think about the pieces that you really love, that are sentimental to you and that bring you great joy. And if they work within the space and how you're going to use it, then that's absolutely perfect. But also think about the pieces that maybe you don't need, that aren't working for you anymore. So if you need to downsize or you need to rejig how your space looks, that might be, obviously keep the pieces that you love, but do think about the pieces that possibly you don't need anymore. Number 3, if you can, create a mood board. Now, this doesn't have to be professional. You haven't got to glue things down onto a board. You could just put them into a shoebox or just collate pieces that you love. It could be pieces from magazines, it could be on a Pinterest board, it could be photos or just anything, swatches of fabric, and pull them together, because if you're going to start and create a scheme for your room, if you're starting from scratch, it's going to give you a real sense of what you love. And sometimes we don't know what we love until we start to investigate it. So I would just start collating things. If you've got time to do that, it's a real bonus for a project. Number 4, this is getting a bit technical, but it doesn't need to be, is think about the orientation of your room, because it can really affect the light in your room and therefore the colours. So if you've got a north-facing room, it's going to be an awful lot duller and the colours will be duller than if you've got a south-facing room that's going to be flooded with light. And that has a huge impact on how colours look. So if you're thinking of painting your walls, what I would say, it's really important to get samples of that paint. If you can, what we always say with paint samples is to paint plain white paper. A4 size is perfect. Also do about 3 copies of this. You can put them on 3 different walls and then look at that colour in the morning, at lunchtime, in the evening, and you get a real sense of how it's going to look throughout the day with the light. So always check it before you go and buy paint and paint your whole room. Number 5, the most important thing is that this is your space. Surround yourself with things that you love, colours that you love, fabrics that you love. This is your space, and however it makes you happy, that's the perfect project.